The chicory says it's story time. All right, story time. Today is Tuesday, 19 August 2025. I'm Tanis Coralee of Seattle, and the story this time is catching my first fish, a rainbow trout, with my dad. So I'm fishing with my dad in a dinghy. And a dinghy is a small boat, and we had a small motor on it, like the kind of motor that you like literally put on the dinghy or keep on the dinghy because it is that small. And so we'd take the dinghy out, and this was when we were in a place called Ocean Shores here in Washington State, and which is over on the Pacific Ocean, so on the west coast of Washington State. And we were in a waterway, kind of looked like a water canal, but like waterway. And we were fishing, and my dad had been, we'd been casting. There was a dock, like a very small dock where we had been staying. And so he had me practice my casting, and then we went out together. And at some point when we were out there, or like towards the end, we were out for maybe like an hour fishing. And so I was like casting, and there was it had started to rain, and so there's raindrops on the top of the water, and it causes like little ripples. And each time I'd cast, so a cast with a fishing pole is like whoosh, and it sends the hook sailing, and then you reel the fishing line with the hook back in, and there's bait on the hook. And so there was this, I went and cast it, and it was a horrible cast. And I couldn't tell where the hook and bait had landed because there were starting to be little raindrops. And so I was reeling it in, and I was I knew it was close because it wasn't a very good cast, but a fish bit. And so I pulled it in, and it was a rainbow trout. And so I reeled it in. My dad helped and got the hook out of its mouth, and we looked at it, and it was a rainbow trout. And then I think he put it, or I did, I can't remember. We put it back in the water, and it swam away. But yeah, my dad and I would go fishing together, and then because I took to it, we also went fishing with his dad, my grandpa. So it turned out to be a family thing, and my grandpa even was the one who we went fishing near where he lived in Oak Harbor. And here's Ponderosa. So keep telling the story, Mom. And he taught me how to gut a fish, so to remove the innards of the fish, and we actually ate fish that we caught one time, and that was trout as well. So I do eat trout, and I have caught a trout, and that was my first fish I caught, which I actually brought up in a YouTube video back in 2020. But I decided to do a dedicated kind of centric video this time. So this one, story time, catching my first fish, a rainbow trout, fishing with my dad in a dinghy.